what the French, if you would take the word entrepreneur, you break it down in French, it means between and to take. So, when we're being entrepreneurs, we're putting ourselves between things and taking something out of it. You think that's a reasonable definition?
Yeah, between someone and their vision or their potential or their needs. As an entrepreneur, I figure it's important you give what you love. That you give something you're proud of. You can always, everything you sell makes someone happy. A bomb or drugs, you sell, they're happy, you go home. But the drug dealer dies before the drug addicts. So you got to give something karmically that you're happy to take back. That's a very important point about an entrepreneur. He gives what he thinks is really useful, meaningful, and promotes a lasting, stable happiness, not a short-term happiness.
We're all fully aware that you're a wealthy individual, and we see it and we hear about it. And you actually, to some extent, show us that on TV. That's one thing I know about you.
On what TV? What show? My show, my brother's show, my wife's show?
Well, I think...
CNN?
No, the first three, I'd say. But in general, we're just aware of your success. That's something we're aware of. We're going to try and sort that out with the person that you've told us you are in terms of being spiritual. And I'm not saying there's a conflict, but I'm just trying to understand.
You ain't going to avoid that.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe there isn't, but I'm just telling you what we choke on a bit when we're trying to synthesize it.
But we're all spiritual beings with just a little physical thing going on here. So
the second. I'm not okay.
Okay, you could ask me the question.
The second thing is. The second thing is that we hear you defend artists. You're a great defender of art and of artists because,
yeah.
Right. But there's a question I see come up quite a bit, which is some of the music in particular that is associated with you comes from a place of anger, and you defend the right for those people to present their anger.
Yeah.
And now we celebrate the 25th year, and the anger still keeps coming. This is just another fact.
You mean like the police?
Well, whatever it might be, it keeps coming.
One of my favorite songs. That's why I'm thinking today I wrote the blog about the police. I don't mean that I just mean it.
And then the last thing I just want to mention
is
that you do curse a lot. And so one of the things that we're trying to take you in, but you throw these bombs at us a lot with the words. And we're trying to absorb the ideas, but you're throwing in these words.
All right.
So three ideas.
Should I start with? I'll start with the curse words.
Okay.
It's language. What's cursed is the abuse of everything around us. I told you about the karmic disaster of the 40 billion animals. I try to speak up for them. I'm an activist for animals. It's true. I'm an activist for gay rights. It's true. I'm an activist for human rights in general and equality and economic equality. I'm happy to pay more taxes if I could educate the kids. I think it's horrible that we spend so much. I think there's inconsistencies. And people would focus on my language, but not focus on the 400,000 innocent, dead Iraqis. I think, and I think that there's a lack of dialogue and communication in humans in general, and that's what I do. I think about the Iraqis and the conflicts, and I run a foundation that works on imams and rabbis around the world. We have hundreds of programs around the world. Imams speaking Syrian. So I do work on that kind of thing in that way. And then when we talk about all the other things that kind of hurt my heart, they're not curse words. So, I just curse because I do, expressive. I don't think does it hurt? Everybody get hurt?
Well, do you mind if I share with you? Because it doesn't hurt me, but
and what the other share with you what?
That some people.
Sometimes I really like to poke fun at the rigid people.
Well,
I'm a yogi, not a priest.
Okay. It does hurt some people, actually. I've heard people say that it hurts them. Yeah. I don't know not for nothing, but it does. I've heard it.
What hurts me is, I can go on and on about what hurts me. You say, oh, this guy is a bleeding heart. I'm hurt by the abuse of each other and the plant and the animals. I'm hurt by all of that.
You're not hurt, you're
outraged. A little bit. I'm okay with it all. But these are things I'd rather speak about. These are things that I think that, if there's a value in celebrity, I go to Zuccotti Park every day.
Let's talk about Zuccotti Park, all right?
We can go to Zuccotti. Zuccotti? Okay. I go there daily. I have lots and lots of philanthropic, social, and political causes that I think are more important than language. And I like the language thing sometimes. I like to poke fun at you if it hurts you.
No, it doesn't hurt me, but I know it hurts other people.
Who it hurt? Tell me who it hurt.
I'll give you their names later. We'll call them up. No, let's talk about Occupy Wall Street. I'll tell you why. because I mentioned that you know, the book covers spiritual approaches to life. It covers, the name is poking fun at the fact that rich is not about money, it's about something entirely different. And yet, as I mentioned, we are made aware.
Does it make sense, the idea that rich means needing nothing? Super rich, state of needing nothing.
Super rich, I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
Super rich, state of needing nothing. No. So I'm gonna.
He's funny, you need to have a show.
I got one, it's right here. My question to you is, if you're, Occupy Wall Street's having a problem with you, aren't they? I mean, some people.
I mean, that's bullshit. I go to sleep in the park if I want to. I go to, the idea that you're rich and you can't go to Occupy Wall Street.
Let me stop you.
Let me stop. You stay, wait a fucking minute. The idea that you can't use your celebrity to help people, or if you have resources, you can't help a revolution because you have them. Or that the rich, there's some conservatives who tell you, why don't you just pay more taxes and shut up? Why would I give my money to a war machine when I can give my money to my charities and help young people? But if I gave my money along with everyone else, and it could affect the education and the health care, then I'd be happy to, and I'd promote the idea. The tax loopholes I have, I don't need them. The tax loopholes that the corporations and special interests promote to the politicians, I don't need them. The ability to make clothes offshore and charge less for them and be competitive, I don't need it. But I can't not make the clothes offshore because I won't be competitive, and the people I have in New York will get fired.